So yeah, thank you very much for joining the online presentation on automotive lighting. Luminus, I will tell you a little bit more about Luminus LED solutions for automotive projection later on, and I will introduce Luminus as a company to you. I'm currently in a hotel near Munich Airport. I will join tomorrow the DVN workshop on automotive lighting. I already saw somebody from the DVN team joining this presentation. So hopefully I'll see Michael Haam tomorrow at the DVN workshop. Okay, Luminus. Luminus creates market-enabling products across different segments using photonic innovation. We have best-in-class performance in brightness, and we have several wavelengths that we can offer, and let's say different market segments. So if you look to the core competences, we have a very broad portfolio across different wavelengths, going from UVC up to visible and near IR and IR. Also, one of the highest current densities in the industry, up to 6.5 amp per square mil, which then automatically relates to being one of the brightest light sources in the world, combining this high current density with big chip sizes. We create really bright sources. We have, for instance, for a studio light, a COB with an LES of 53 millimeters, which can almost create 90,000 lumens out of one LED source. Also, it's possible to develop...
Sorry, Robert, I'm sorry, you're still on the first slide right now. I don't know if it's normal.
Okay. No, it says the screen sharing is paused. Why is that?
Maybe try to reshare. Yeah.
Share again. Better?
Yes, you were on the good screen.
Okay. Okay, so as I stated, the wavelengths, the highest current density, brightest light sources. So we also have the option to develop a custom spectrum for different applications. So a wavelength that is currently not available, we are able to develop. So UVB solutions, but also amber or also phosphor converted solutions, combination with certain wavelengths. And that altogether with having, let's say, high current density products, we also need to have very stable packages that can offer excellent reliability at these high currents. Okay, so can you see the second slide now?
Yes, that's good.
Perfect. Yes. So Luminus has a long background and 20 years of experience in micro display applications and solutions. So it all started for Luminus basically in the LEDs for projectors, front projection, later on pico projectors, but also other special lighting areas where a DLP DMD from Texas Instruments is being used. So for 3D printing, lithography, curing, but also now we are expanding, and that's the topic of today. We're making this projection technology available for automotive applications. Dynamic ground projection, but also interior displays, and that we're doing with RGB solutions or white solutions. So targeted applications. You can see here several interior and exterior solutions, but also heads-up displays, and even high-resolution headlight. Although this probably will only be for a kind of symbol projection, because the majority of the headlights is moving from a high power LED source towards the micro LEDs. Okay. What we will relate to later on in the presentation is the dynamic ground projection, which indeed is something where you can show a logo when somebody enters the car, or there are possible signs that you communicate with other vehicles. For instance, if somebody is opening the door, that there will be a sign that the door is going to be opened as a warning for a bicycle or a pedestrian. If the car goes backwards, that there are stripes projected on the ground to see that the car is going backwards. Interior projection, so this is exterior. Interior is more on kind of mood creation, where on the ceiling or in the door panels there will be kind of projection possible. Another one that is basically more on the window itself. It could be used for advertisement. It's clearly that this is pending regulation in each country. It's not allowed that you are, let's say, doing this in any country. It's can be distracting, of course, for other people. Heads-up displays, which can be indeed something for the driver. Instead of looking downwards to a panel, this can be in front of the driver in the screen. So what are the benefits of the luminous LEDs in the DLP applications, so digital light projection applications? So one of the key ones is that we have designed the LEDs to match the étendue of the DLP panel. So the size of our LEDs are matching the size of the DLP panel from Texas Instruments. And with that, there is an optimum optical efficiency and maximum performance that you can achieve. So another benefit is the low thermal resistant package, which gives you a higher reliability. Already stated, qualified up to 5 amps per square mil for blue and green, and up to 4 amp per square mil for red. Red is always a bit more sensitive to higher current and higher temperatures. And of course, dedicated die and package technologies. So what you can also see is that these die sizes have different sizes. So it could go from 1 square mil up to 2 or even 4 or 5 square mil packages. So what are we looking for, and what can you do for Luminus? So as always, we're interested in finding more automotive customers, be it tier 1 and OEMs. And in these, let's say, potential new customers, there is always a discussion on requirements. So the lumen package, what is the required lumen output for certain projectors? The size requirement of automotive is always the smaller the better, but that in combination with a high current density light source is not always easy in terms of thermals and in terms of fitting that in a very small size that is offered. And then, there is the question whether it's a white projector or a combination of red, green, and blue. Of course, the red, green, and blue has a higher resolution, but of course it requires more space. So size-wise, the white could be better, but you deliver on the resolution in that sense. And for that, in terms of Luminus as an LED solution provider, so we always need an optical partner to build solutions around the DLP DMD device and the Luminus LEDs. Okay. Thank you very much. That is the presentation. And